Happy Tuesday! You're watching 5 Minutes, where 5 girls talk for 5 minutes and don't edit their videos. This is Tara, and it is about 10 o'clock at night because I just literally have not had the chance to make a video yet so far today. But I didn't forget about you, despite what people might think. So, huzzah! Here I am in all my glory, ready to talk at you for 5 minutes. So I feel like I should talk a little bit and explain my little thing about my internet tirade that I was on, and I think maybe that's a bit of a strong word, but I can't really think of any better way of talking about it. Sometimes I just get in moods where I feel really lonely or upset or just kind of bummed out, and I feel like, or pissed off, but don't have anyone actual that I can talk to about something. And again, there's a thing, like you said, like Itzel said, real people. It's not that the people from the internet aren't real, they're just not right here in front of your face. So if I don't have anybody who I can actually talk to, Sarah's texting me, she needs to stop. Hold on. If I don't have somebody in person that I can talk to, sometimes I just feel the need, and I feel like that's just the way I've become lately, is I feel the need to passive aggressively tweet. Or when I'm frustrated, I'll tweet about it, because obviously people need to know that stuff. Or update my Facebook status if I'm annoyed. I don't like that. I just think that, in that particular instance, is a poor substitute for actual human communication. It's just, putting something out in the internet for everyone to see instead of directly and specifically talking to somebody. Even if you get on Instant Messenger and you chat with somebody about it, it's better than just chucking something onto your Tumblr and for the world to see and hoping that somebody cares. And I think that's kind of what I was meaning, but it doesn't really make sense. I like the internet. The internet is my friend. I'm not always the most responsible user of it. I text a lot when I'm in the presence of other humans. I am on my computer sometimes in the living room. My roommates and I are watching TV. I, think about doing internet things sometimes when I'm with people, and, it's not like to a huge extent, and it's not like, oh, I'm super obsessed, but I just, wish sometimes I thought less about the internet and focus more on the real life stuff. And, not that, and again, real life, by real life I mean in person, in the moment stuff. But, so that's that. I'm not anti-Facebook, I'm not anti the internet, I'm not anti-meeting people on the internet, I'm certainly not anti-friends that I've met on the internet. I just sometimes, I crave some kind of interaction, and I'm not really sure how to get it if I can't get it in person. So, there's that. But I spent a lot of time today away from the internet, which kind of brings me to my question today. I played Monopoly today, and I love Monopoly. It's my favorite board game ever. I just love it. Love it to death. But my friends and I, who I was playing with today, are all really super, super competitive when it comes to board games and stuff. We've also been playing the Wii and have been trying to knock each other's high scores, off of the Link's crossbow training for, weeks now. It's just been a constant battle. So, do you consider yourself to be a competitive person? To what extent? Go for that. Talk about that. That's what I want to know. I also went to a brewery and had some beer and nachos with some friends, and that was nice. Questions. Itzel wanted to know about stuff from TVs and movies. I'm guilty of some of that stuff. I saw Rent for the very first time and wanted a Mark scarf. I had someone from the internet knit me one that looked just like it. I saw Juno and wanted Ellen Page's haircut for some ungodly reason. Usually sometimes I see things and they remind me of something that I saw on TV or in a movie, and I'm like, hey, look, that looks like that sweater that Brett wore on Flight of the Conchords. I have a stripy sweater. That's my Brett sweater, but I didn't buy it because Brett had one. I just bought it because I liked it, and I like things that are stripy. But so does Brett. So here you go. So haven't done that. Don't really do that. Kind of do on occasion. I fixate on things and want to have them in my life. Favorite treat, summer treat, guilty pleasure is ballpark hot dogs. I don't always like hot dogs away from baseball games, but I like baseball park hot dogs and also base-off pretzels, and they taste better when you eat them at the ballpark. Also, any kind of ice cream, particularly milkshakes, I'm a sucker for those. And Sarah, you were asking about getting into something way later than anybody else, like, or most people, the trend or whatever. I was like that with Harry Potter. I was so reluctant for Harry Potter because people were just obsessed with it. And I just was tired of hearing about it. My mom was like, oh, you should read the books, they're so great, blah, blah, blah. This is about the time the first movie came out. So there had been like 4 or 5 books out by that point. And she just was like, oh, you gotta go, blah, blah, blah. I read the first 3 books under the cover of darkness away from her sight because I just didn't want to deal with her saying, oh, I told you it was so great. I'm just like, So, that's my big thing. I do it with other things too. I just don't like to admit that I like stuff. But I'm running out of time. It's nighttime. I'm hoping this will upload. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good week. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.